Hello everyone, I am Necra, and I'm going to be going over Ace today, and how I like to play her, my desired loadout for her, as well as some of the very interesting spots you can reach using bounce pads to give yourself an edge over the competition in the various maps. As Ace, I personally like to play the more long-range sniper playstyle, which some of you might deem as a little bit more campy or a little bit more boring. But to me, that's how the character was meant to be played. Was meant to be stalking her prey from high up, where they might not see her or might not react to her. So, what I like to do is I like to run King of Diamonds for the high damage single shots. I run stacked odds for vulnerability to have easier tracking and easier follow-up shots for lethality. And I also like to run crippling shot to also allow for easier follow-up shots, as the first shot will slow my opponent if they're unaware of my position or when they're about to be shot. My gadgets, I like to run the bounce pad and the recon drone. The bounce pad allows you to quickly escape from situations where you would otherwise die outright if the person gets the drop on you. It also allows you to reach some very interesting spots on the different maps. The recon drone is a must. It allows you to track the package carrier in the in phase. It can also allow you to track characters like Lawson and Madame Zoo when they use their abilities if you haven't gotten a chance to use your own. And it also is very paramount for having on someone in a fight, because essentially you have wall hacks on them for the duration of the trace. So if you start a fight with someone and then you dip behind a wall and you know that they are going to peek, you know exactly where their head's at and you just click on their head and they die. So that's why I like to use this setup personally. Of course, there's no one way to play any agent. Some people like to run and gun with Ace and use goo pods and just headshot people repeatedly. Some people like to just jump around and 360 no scope people. There's no one right way to play this character, so I encourage you to play the character however you would like and whatever brings you the most fun. But I'm going to show you some different spots in this, and hopefully you enjoy them, and then I'll show you some gameplay at the end. Thank you so much, and enjoy. Okay, Operation Diamond Spire. This is arguably my least favorite map in the entire game. Honestly, just due to how hard it is to get to fights, and how little angles there are for Ace, surprisingly. But there's a couple cheeky spots you can play, but nothing incredible. Again, your first priority is going to be finding ammo. No way that's a person just on my ass immediately. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. We tried to record Diamond Spire, but on our last game we had a lobby full of Yumis that were just abusing how overpowered she is at the moment, so we did not get to play her. We did not get to play that map, unfortunately. It was just it was a bunch of Mastery 10 Yumis running around with shotguns and hollow walls. So it was impossible to do anything. Hopefully this game will be a bit easier to show you guys what's going on with this lobby.
Vault terminal deactivated by rivals. Embarrassing.
Okay, so you can get up here as Ace, which is pretty nice. You don't even need a bounce pad to get up here either. You can play A. I missed, even though it put the slow on him. Okay, so we know that they're there. So that's what we're gonna do. Is we're gonna play the wide angle and hope that they come out of the secret exit. So you can get up here as Ace. You can get all the way up to this far corner, which is a pretty cheeky angle, to be honest. So we're gonna go ahead and send our drone out there so that we can tag him It's another ace. We got to be careful. I should have played the other side. I'm pretty sure they're fucking history now. Yeah, they're definitely history. So we know there's probably no vault terminal in there, unfortunately, which is really bad for us, but that's okay. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and stop playing up there for now.
Oh well.
But that is a decent spot to play in game, but it's not really the best because it's not really the best because it's very difficult to get down to the lower floor if they decide to go there instead. Alright, I don't like that.
Perhaps trying harder would be a good idea. A vault terminal was deactivated.
Now let's go ahead and abuse the social battery that we just got. And go ahead and heal up. Passively. So we don't have to put ourselves at risk. Vault's almost open. Okay, this person's just sitting in my lap. Nice. That's could have been really dangerous if they use any of their abilities. It's a floor below us.
Down you go. It won't go to waste. You can run, but you can't hide.
How did someone just disappear like that?
Like that.
Nope.
Where do they find all
Sorry,
these
soldier,
spies?
but I'm taking this.
Remember that.
So there I was trying to use the fact that I had drone traced them to try and bait them into fighting me, essentially. See if they would peek me, even though they were marked. And they were smart enough to not peek me without having their cover bonus up. So, very well played on their part. She did quite well to not give me an easy kill there. She did make me fight for it. With that, we have quite a few people out of the lobby now. We've got the Chavez, that ace on the ground, the Squire we just killed, and the Zoo. So that makes 4 agents already that aren't in the game anymore. I'm sure you've noticed in the games that I've shown you so far, but I don't like to play. I really don't enjoy using the blue uniforms because they're quite a dead giveaway, to be honest with you. Go ahead and grab that. They're quite a dead giveaway. Most of the time, anyway.
Vault terminal, you have wasted your time. This vault terminal has already been deactivated.
Yellow, green uniform person.
Vault open.
I reckon I'll
Time
probably
to
go to this
infiltrate.
vault this vault door. We saw a yellow shirt with the afro. There's another body there we need to be aware of. Okay, I think we're down to the last 2 people, to be honest with you guys. They might actually go to this side, potentially.
Can't understand how one could use such a tiny little weapon.
Alright, let's just go ahead and go in.
Ugh, imagine
I think there's
being
maybe
cooped up here
1 or
all
2
day
people
long.
left, so we're just gonna go for it. Honestly, grabbing Case as Ace is really strong, because obviously having wall hacks with a sniper rifle
working
is kind of
overtime
cracked.
too?
So, if you can get the Case first and it's safe to do so, it's definitely not a bad idea to do it, in my opinion. And we have all the key cards, so we can actually go in this time.
To
Holy
think they'd
fuck.
come this far just to become my mark. Blue is definitely
They fucking
my
rushed that
color.
shit. So I think there's at least 2 other people left. Let's go ahead and use our drone. Using our drone can give us the advantage on identifying who it is, as well as keeping tabs on them. They're walking whoever they are, so they're doing a good job. So I think they should come out of this door right here. Yeah, that's them right there. I think. Yeah, that's them. Yeah.
Suspect in sight. I'll check it out.
I know a spy when I see one.
Missed. She just doesn't miss.
Never forget.
Oh, she was the last one. That's crazy. Good shots. Though, she knew I was the heavy god, even though I wasn't. Oh, you know what? She saw the red flash. That makes sense. Good game. Okay, so now we're on Operation Fragrant Shore. This is one of my favorite Ace maps in the entire game. You can play like a complete rat on this map as Ace, and it's very nice. So one of the angles you can take on Ace is on these various rooftops that you can access with a bounce pad that other people can't pursue you on unless they
What would
also
I do
have a
without
bounce
you?
pad, which we're going to get to now.
In position.
Except we're not, because we're boosted. So let's wait for my bounce pad to come off cooldown, and then we will get to a spot for us. You can get on this rooftop, but you can also get on here, but these aren't as good because you're a bit more exposed, whereas this is more tucked away and subtle. You can also sit like in that floor over there in the corner and be a little less obvious.
Gadget set.
And up here, people will have a really hard time pursuing us unless they also have a bounce pad to reach us with. So up here, you can see, I can see the entire central plaza area, or the central walkway here.
It is called free labor. Not sure we like
Someone's
it.
already got a vault terminal. Very nice.
Is deactivated.
That was a very quick vault terminal, by the way. The game's been going for like maybe 45 seconds. Up here, you can see a lot going on. A couple of the other roofs I like to play is that blue rooftop right there, which lets you watch 2 of the vault entrances. I tried to get up on top of that blue roof, but it's not an area of play, unfortunately. I gotten very close, but I'm pretty sure it's an out-of-bounds area, and they won't let you up there. But I did try. There was an effort was made. Now, on this map, what you have to learn as Ace is when you want to play Rooftop Ace, you have to learn what your escape routes are. Because there are times when you're going to have to move, and you're going to have to do it without being obvious as fuck. So we're going to go ahead and change positions, I think. So to change positions here, you just want to fall down onto this white thing back here, and then fall down the rest of the way. It's a lot less obvious than just fucking jumping off the roof.
Your rifles were faster and have deactivated a
We're gonna get in
vault
position to
terminal.
play Vault as a position instead. So we're gonna make our way to that blue rooftop I showed you earlier. There wasn't really much happening on this end of the map at this time, so it happens. This game's moving at like Mach 50, so we gotta move. Again, you can use those white stickouts to get where you need to be. Okay, that zoo just RDMs a poor god. Okay, so there's 2 in there. So let's go ahead and get to our spot and see if we can pick someone off.
You can run, but you can't hide. Setting up. Down.
Okay, I'll take that fight. I whiffed a lot more than I should have, but it's okay.
Terminal deactivated. Your competition is
You can't hide.
Okay, that's basically 3 kills. The one on the cap kind of got stolen, which was really tragic. But...
vault open.
Holy fuck. Oh, there's just a fucking Chavez here. Well, either way, you guys got to kind of see what positions I like to play on this map. Well done on his part. He just fucking clicked on me until I died. So, that's the Fragrant Shore. I wasn't expecting so much resistance so quick. But there you go. That's Fragrant Shore for you. Okay, so for Ace on Hard Cell, one of the best advantages that Ace has is that there are a lot of roofs in Hard Cell, and a lot of them have some really cheeky angles on some places in the actual game. So I'm going to be showing you some Hard Cell gameplay with Ace, and what I like to do with her on Hard Cell. This is not, obviously, there's a lot of ways to play Ace, but this is my preferred way, so enjoy. I'm going to try and give commentary as I go. So my first priority with playing Ace is to get some ammo. And once I get some ammo, then we will go to our spot. Because the one problem with Ace on King of Diamonds is you don't have a lot of ammo when you first start. So you want to try and find some ammo and as you move to your perches. Try not to be too obvious. Try not to run too much. There's no need. Just try to be as less obvious as possible. So that's a player, obviously. But I'm not going to try and shoot them yet. I missed. That's normally a fight I would take, but I don't have a lot of ammo, so that means I'm not going to be able to follow up on a third party if I get third partied at that moment in time. However, there's no ammo up here, so I'm just going to show you guys my different perches that I like to get to. So up here, you can get up on these roofs here without even a bounce pad even, and you can get some really interesting angles. So, right here is a good spot. You can watch this doorway, and you can watch people go in and out. And then you can also come to this side and kind of watch the inside of the guard room, or outside the guard rooms. Apologies. And then you can also, I'll go down and get those spy packs here in a bit. What you can do is you can also bounce pad up here.
In position.
And this gives you a pretty decent view of the courtyard, as well as to your flanks to your left and to your right. If you want to take it a step further, you can even bounce pad up onto that rooftop, and you can have a huge line of sight on the entire map. And you can pretty much watch all of this exit, and you can also be able to get to E or to B's, that direction of the extract. You can also see there's a vault terminal in here, and you can get a cheeky ambush on someone in that vault terminal. So that being said, let's go collect our winnings from these two. I don't mind about the damage because I'm about to get 2 spy packs worth
more gear.
ammo
Sorry,
and such,
soldier,
which means
but
I'm
I'm
okay
taking
now. I can do whatever I want now because I have ammo. So just in case anyone saw me go down, I'm gonna go
Is this
ahead
what
and
they
do
call
that.
Rad clothes.
That way I'm not as suspicious if people see the same head model. A lot of this footage is probably going to get edited out so that it's not too boring for you guys. So I hope you enjoy the highlights and clips of the rest of the video. I'm going to try and explain what I'm doing as I'm doing it for each of the highlights, but we'll see. The biggest thing too is always remember to destroy your own bounce pad after you use it to get to a higher location like this. Because it is very important that you do so. Okay, so we know that the last vault terminal is right here at C, because we can see it through the fucking window. So what I'm betting is that someone is going to deactivate the vault terminal and then go out the window so that they can quickly get to the vault. So what we're going to do is we're going to anticipate that, and we're going to play this rooftop right here instead.
Gadget set.
And if we're observant, we'll see when someone comes in and exactly what they're going to do. So, now we wait for our prey to show up. Or the lobby will time out and no one will show up ever, and we'll be sad. But that's our play. And we have this cover right here. Or if we want to, we're going to not stand out in the open and just watch the window and be obvious. We're going to put our drone right here, so we can watch the vault terminal. maybe tuck it away a little bit so it's a little bit harder to see and they don't hear it as well through the wall. We're just going to kind of hide out right here. Try and block lines of sight windows so people don't get spooked if they look out the window and just see someone sitting on the fucking roof. So... And out here you can observe most of the map as well. But this is a kind of a quick moving game, so I'd be surprised if someone didn't come up here in a relatively quick period of time. At this point, I'm probably going to skip ahead in the video to a point when something interesting happens. So I will see you on the other side. Okay, we got our VIP right there. We know exactly who it is.
Arrival has deactivated a vault terminal.
Now, will they go out the balcony? That's the real question. Alright, so we know that there's a fight.
You know
So
where
what
to
we
go
can
now.
do... Okay, so they're not interested in going that way, it would seem, which is really unfortunate for us, but it is what it is. It makes the most sense. So our gamble did not work, unfortunately. So the biggest thing with Ace in the end game is you can go and aggress, but I don't have anything because obviously I've been playing like a little bit of a rat most of the intro to this game. So what I'm going to do instead what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to wait out the case to try and get something going on that front instead. We're also going to agitate the actual fuck out of this god that I think is a player, perhaps. Yeah, they just changed disguises. So let's actually take action on this one. We know exactly who it is.
Never forget about on your think it's that low. Health critical.
It is a Squire with a javelin, so we had to be really careful in that fight. We almost lost it because javelin is just so fucking
Condition
strong.
improved.
But we managed to pick it up. We also whiffed a shot there, which was rather tragic. Go ahead and change disguises.
What's up with these trendy colors, anyway?
Alright, now let's get back up to a perch so that we can watch this a bit easier. I'm not using Mimic at the moment because I think it's rather cheesy to fucking use the Mimic and avoid the case scan because it's unintended. And it's going to be done away with shortly. So I could sit up here and Mimic and they would have no idea where the fuck I'm at. And then they would, do something stupid based on that. But I'm not interested in doing any of that. That seems a bit stupid to me. Now, I could get up on that roof and watch, but I don't like doing that recently because I'm going to anyway, just because.
Deploying asset.
I mean, why not, right? One of your biggest things that's going to help you as ace, whether you like to run and gun or snipe, is patience. You have to be patient enough to line up your shots. You just have to be patient or it's not going to work out for you. Oh, fuck. Okay. That's really tragic. Oh, fuck.
You are close to failure.
Oh, that was really bad of me. Well done to you, Chavez. I took a lot of fall damage there that I didn't want to take. Well done. Alright, but... And finally we are on Operation Silver Reef. Now, there aren't too many really great spots to play on this map as ace, but you can pick a few good spots that can give you a good chance in starting fights and ending them. There's also a really nice spot for in-game, which I'm hoping to show you today. Now, a lot of the games I've been showing you guys have been me losing, but generally it's just to give you some tips on how to play a little bit better. That's a player, but we don't have any ammo, so we're not going to engage.
A good haul.
I mean, we do have ammo, like we could win the fight, but it's not really advantageous for us to start a fight right now. Because if we get third party, we have next to nothing left, and that's not ideal for us. This spot here is quite good for ace. If you don't want to use bounce pad, you can watch most of the map from up here. You can see quite a bit. And that's not glass though, by the way. You can see right through that. I'm really tired today, so please don't mind my aim being dog shit. I'm struggling a bit. But I just wanted to show you guys more of the fundamental advice I wanted to give you, not necessarily just me winning every single game.
Stop right there, criminal.
Go down. Sorry, soldier, but I'm taking this.
They to make the cooldown higher on that.
I won't tell.
Hi, what a lovely place this is, don't you think? Prepped up.
A vault terminal was deactivated. By arrival has deactivated a vault terminal.
Move along. Now.
Tagging some guards and seeing if they do anything sussy. I never trust VIPs on this map, but there are 2 of them, so I try to give it a little bit more courtesy. But it doesn't always work out in my favor, obviously. It's really difficult to play the vault rooms on this map as Ace because it's such tight quarters with King of Diamonds. You really have to land your shots. I almost always play defensively on this map with Ace. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so dog shit. Ah, he's like almost dead. That was 80 damage.
No matter where you go, I will follow.
Where the fuck did he go? He didn't die because my effect didn't end early. I really should have applied vulnerable first before I shot, because then I could have killed him instead. That was really bad play on my part. So with vulnerability and King of Diamonds, you can one-shot to the head if someone's out of cover, but I played like a potato and forgot to do that. But I like to, I'm in the habit right now where I shoot them and then I press F to apply my vulnerability, because it makes tracking them down a bit easier. Honestly, I think some of the nerves of recording might be making me play terrible, because normally I record with shadow play, and I don't think about it. I just press the button when cool shit happens, which is usually why you guys see all my winning highlights. But now I'm just kind of recording, dry recording. So we definitely have a drone user in here. Okay, so it's a...
The vault terminal was deactivated by someone else.
So we saw 2 players going at it there.
Vault open. Time to infiltrate.
Thought she could escape.
Our industry-leading staff is ready to help you arrive safely and on time.
Okay, now I'm gonna get into my spot because the vault is in play and I don't have any fucking key cards because I haven't killed anyone this game, as I've been playing like ass, to be honest with you guys. So sorry for that. So we've got someone that's really confident in this lobby because they're just rushing the case and they're just jumping around while they do it. So they'll probably have the case here shortly.
Got myself a moving target.
Now with this map, you actually have a good benefit because you can use the drone and push it through the middle room here and actually get into the blue room without having to have a key card, which is really nice. Alright, so I bet they're just still just running like a fucking animal. It could be them, but we'll see. It is not them. Yeah, there they are. Ha! I took one of your shots with the truck and drone. Look at him. It's a Spire and a Chavez. Did he win? Yeah, he sure did. Nice, good job, Squire. I'm gonna take credit for that kill. I Mr. Presidented the Chavez with my drone. I'm not actually taking credit for the kill, but the Squire actually started shooting at the drone first, which was so weird.
Don't you love how you can tell someone's
The real question is what vault entrance will they go to?
Never forget a face.
No.
Oh my fucking god.
Find all these spies. I know a spy when I see one. Stop right there, criminal.
That was a long enough break. Get back to it.
Why is this map lagging so bad all of a sudden? That's what I want to know.
I'm on to you. Lights out.
Bad move changing disguises right there, bud. You're a little too slow on the barrier.
Extraction vehicle has arrived.
GG.
You can still make it. Get them.
GG. And there you guys have it. That's how I play on Silver Reef with Ace. So, there you have it. That's how I like to play Ace on the different maps currently in Deceive Inc. Obviously, it wasn't all winning gameplay, but hopefully it was enough to give you some insight as to how to play the more sniper-like playstyle. A couple pieces of advice to close out with. You want to make sure you make use of your vulnerability, whether you use it to track your last shot target, or you use it to enhance the damage of your first shot. If you apply vulnerability on your first shot, you can two-shot kill them to the body if they have 100 HP. If you apply vulnerability after your first shot, then you can track them down a bit easier, but you are going to have to shoot them 3 times. It's up to you on how you want to play. Using vulnerability does take your cursor off for a moment if you're scoped in. So if your monitor has like a built-in crosshair, I recommend using it because it doesn't actually affect the aim. It just takes away the reticule for a moment. So you can have that in place, and you can press F and then immediately shoot once you know where the center of your screen is. So there you have it with that. And generally speaking, you can also use the vulnerability to, not animation cancel per se, because you're still reloading, but if you shoot and then use vulnerability, you reload while you're doing the animation, which is why you see me do that so often. There you have it. That's Ace. That's how I prefer to play her. Of course, there are a lot of different ways to play her. Some people like to do goo paws with the repeater. Some people like to just use the repeater because it's so great in close quarters. But I just like the King of Diamonds. Honestly, now that I've gotten every agent to Mastery 10, I just try to have fun with fun ways I think are fun to play with characters.
I won't let you down.
And just so you are aware, this is my current statistics. It's definitely not the best in the game or anything like that. There's definitely people with like 60% and higher win rates. But generally speaking, I do play very well. I think the recording nerves just kind of got to me a little bit. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.